How's it going? We're going to cruise the wrestling news tonight, man. Talk about getting back late from work. I got back late from work. Guys, girls, people out there, I hope you guys click the like button. It's wrestling news time. And if you want to support the channel, drop a super thanks down below. I'll pin to the top of the screen. Hit the like button, all this stuff. CM Punk. Whew. CM Punk, man. We'll find out about the ratings of AEW right now. We're going to talk about it. We're going to find out about it together. There is no out of nowhere tonight, so I'm going to do this video for you instead. But this is interesting. Last night, the Quake by the Lake maintained steady viewership for Dynamite. 972,000 average viewers, a 4% increase from last week's Dynamite. So, but really, just about the same as always. Slightly up with the Quake at the Lake situation. It was a solid show last night, man. Worthy of 1 million viewers at least, if not more. You guys know how I felt about AEW last night. I mean, we pretty much praised it here on the show. So I really enjoyed it. The opening and the ending were very strong last night on AEW. So, very much appreciated as far as that goes. And, there's rumors that Dustin Rhodes may retire from in-ring stuff soon. I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, it's amazing that he's wrestled, recently. We'll never forget what he did with his brother. What Dustin and Cody did. And I need a brother at the end of the match. I mean, dude, that's crazy, man, but that's become like a sort of a really special wrestling moment that I won't forget, man. I mean, someday I'll be dead and none of this will matter, but if on the last day of my life you asked me for all the highlights over the years, that would be in them. So that's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? The first 10 years of my life, I would have told you, about Macho Man and Hogan and Andre and Hogan and Steamboat and Macho and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10 and even before that at 8 and, Undertaker and all these other things that I would tell you about, and these moments from times that I would tell you about, but fast forwarding all the way to the 2000s, and that'd be in that moment. That'd be in those moments. That'd be one of the things I would definitely want to bring up. Bret Hart recently actually talked about Vince McMahon. You'd think, Bret Hart would be rejoicing that Vince is gone. Ha ha, Vince. But, Bret Hart actually says he's sad for Vince. I think a lot of people thought Vince was untouchable, and Vince thought he was untouchable, and people thought he was. People really didn't believe that Vince would ever step aside. He would die doing this. And, I think I feel that way too, and a lot of people feel bad for Vince, amazingly. And I know there's some people out there that are like, you're going to feel bad for Vince, really? And it's true. I mean, the guy's a billionaire, a millionaire, probably only a millionaire now. I don't know. But, God, I mean, we all feel bad for him in a way because he entertained us. But at the same time, I think if you don't feel bad for him, Vince screwed Vince. Some people just say Vince screwed Vince. I don't feel bad for him at all. Let him take all his money. Conrad Thompson talks about a huge plan following Ric Flair's retirement. I already told you guys the other day, I think this guy's got plans to do other people's retirement or the return of this, that, and the other one. I think the guy is working on a situation where he can run 3 to 4 pay-per-views or 2 or 3 a year events like this, put on his own shows, and that's, I think, always been in the cards and always been the situation, and it is. So, I think that's a great idea for him, man. I think it will only just add to our entertainment if there's more wrestling to watch. I mean, there's so much damn wrestling to watch. It's almost unbelievable. Jeff Hardy's DUI hearing was pushed back again, so if AEW was waiting for the hearings to be done, him to go to some kind of treatment, that stuff is going to go on even longer than we thought. So, he's on his last chance, I think, with AEW, and we won't know. So we'll see what happens. Now, Shawn Michaels has come out and disputed reports that Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon had influence on WWE NXT, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Shawn says, when Hunter first left, it became all me. And certainly from a television standpoint, Michaels said, while speaking from Bleacher Report, Matt Bloom is the head coach and takes care of everything from the PC training, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to NXT 2.0 TV, that's something myself and my team took over creatively. I know a lot of people thought Vince and Bruce were doing that. I can promise you they did not have the time to do NXT television. If it's good or it's bad, that's on me. Michaels said that it's been a huge joy to work with all the talent, run the show, and while it was an adjustment for everyone, it's been a great experience. Again, everyone was put in a real tough position. We all were, but that's where you learn to do things in WWE. That's interesting. Michaels added that when he started in the Performance Center as a coach, he never expected to eventually be the second in command, let alone running the show and having the final say over what makes it on television. So according to Shawn Michaels, Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon really didn't have much to do with NXT 2.0. It's really been on Shawn Michaels. As far as Shawn Michaels is Vince McMahon of NXT. Shawn Michaels is the new Triple H. Shawn Michaels is the Vince McMahon of NXT. You know? That's the case. Pretty crazy to think about that. You know what I mean? When you think about it. You know? Matt Bloom helping him. Pretty wild. Because they had nobody else. Now, why they don't bring in the Road Dogg to assist because he knows so damn much, I don't understand that. Why would they get rid of Road Dogg? I mean, did he have like a beef with Shawn or something? Like, I don't understand. Too many big heads? I don't know. God, Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time. You know what I mean? I'm never going to argue with what he's doing. Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all time. You know, I would dream of working with Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? If I was ever an announcer again and brought in NXT or something, man, I wouldn't even believe it. It would be surreal to me. You know, I did always dream of working for Vince on commentary, but that's not going to happen now. That dream will never happen. So that's out the window. It's a pretty big dream that I had, and it's never going to happen because Vince is gone, even if I was there. But I'll never be there anyway. But you know what I mean? The fact that, you know, that you just dream about things. You know, like you dream about winning $1 million. You know, you dream about winning $1 billion. You dream that the IRS isn't going to come and kill you soon, you know? Like me. You dream that you're not a moron. You know? All those sort of things. So, it is what it is. Karrion Kross has kind of teased Bray Wyatt coming back and The Fiend coming back to WWE. And, you know, this is a rumor that I just can't get into every day like we've been doing. It's driving me nuts. Now, I heard that there was a rumor that the SummerSlam recruiting went miserable, that they had a terrible time, that it was bad and it was like a waste of time. However, according to Report and WrestlingInc.com, they signed a whole bunch of people. So I don't understand. They said it was a failure almost. Like, that was the rumor that we heard. The rumor, you know, it could be bullshit. But, you know, we heard the rumor that it was a failure or it was very bad. I wish I was there. I would have tried out. I think I would have been signed immediately. They would have been like, damn, man, this is the new sexy boy coming, 37-year-old Joe. But let me tell you something. Kenny Cummings was signed. Kenny Cummings. He's a cheerleader out of the University of Minnesota. Well, I'm not kidding. A guy with the last name Cummings is a cheerleader out of University of Minnesota. They signed him. I don't know what that means. Gabriel Dunn, black belt in karate. They signed him. Rickson Apont, University of South Alabama track field star, signed him. Olivia Ash, Rutgers University track and field star, signed. Harley White, Clemson University track and field star, signed. Chukwusin and Wishi, I don't know who that. I don't know how to say that. My bad. Track and field star. Jade Gentile, West Virginia University soccer player. Anna Kiefer, UNC track and field star. Brianna Ruggiero, fitness trainer. Bo Morris, South Methodist University football player. Frankie Streffling, Eastern Michigan University volleyball player. Hayden Pittman, University of Alabama, Birmingham football player. Leah Mitchell, Michigan State University gymnast. Kevin Ventura Cortez, Concordia University St. Paul football player. All signed during the alleged unsuccessful weekend and tryouts during the SummerSlam. The SummerSlam tryouts would be the way to say it. So there you go. Was it successful? Was it not? Nobody really knows but the guys running it. It's all just reckless rumor at this point, wrestling-wise. And there you have it, man. There's some thoughts on things. Looking up. We'll see what happens tomorrow night on SmackDown. My name is Joe Cronin. If you guys like what I do, please support what I do. I need you guys. And if you want, leave a super thanks down below. I will pin the top one to this video. And if there's enough comments that are interesting, questions, or subjects, I may make a follow-up video talking about your comments and questions. Leave a like, leave that comment, tell me what you think. Make sure you subscribe if you're brand new so I can get you all the new videos that I got for you. And feel free to check out Patreon, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. 175 patrons and counting once again. And shout out to Todd Fair, who became a $100 patron. Todd Fair is sexy. Thank you guys for being here, man, for over 10 years on YouTube. The only consistent live post-WWE AEW show going. It's the Joe Cronin Show. Don't believe me? Go do the research. Suck it.